Sophie Turner, best known for portraying Sansa Stark in Game of Thrones, has shared an impassioned response to the recent resurrection of the dire wolf species, thanks to Dallas-based biotechnology company Colossal Biosciences. The company's groundbreaking work in genetic engineering has revived the long-extinct species, sparking excitement not only among Game of Thrones fans but also in the wider scientific community. In Game of Thrones, dire wolves were not just mythical creatures but important companions to the Stark children. The dire wolf, featured prominently in the show's opening, is also House Stark's sigil. While the creatures were fictional in the world of Westeros, dire wolves were once real, inhabiting the Americas more than 10,000 years ago before they became extinct. George R.R. Martin, the author of A Song of Ice and Fire, incorporated the dire wolf into his fantasy series, giving it new life in the realm of pop culture. Now, with Colossal's de-extinction efforts, the ancient species is making a return. Upon hearing the news that Colossal had successfully birthed 3 dire wolf pups, Turner took to Instagram to express her enthusiasm. This is a monumental moment, not just for the return of the iconic dire wolf, but for science, for conservation, and for everyone who's ever dreamed of the impossible, she wrote. Her words resonated with fans and scientists alike, with many echoing her awe at the achievement. However, not all scientists share her optimism, with some questioning whether reviving a species that's been extinct for millennia is the best use of resources. While Colossal's stated goal is to have the dire wolf's reintroduction benefit ecosystems by improving biodiversity and helping to buffer climate change, critics argue that current conservation efforts should focus on species that are at risk today, rather than reviving creatures from a distant past. Despite this, the public's fascination with the Game of Thrones connection to the dire wolves is undeniable. The 3 pups, named Romulus, Remus, and Khaleesi, are a nod to the fantasy world that has captured the imaginations of millions, with Martin himself involved in the project as an investor. The birth of the dire wolves has sparked a renewed interest in Game of Thrones, especially as the prequel House of the Dragon continues to capture the attention of audiences worldwide. Turner's heartfelt comments about the pups reflect a personal connection to the creatures, as she shared a deep bond with her on-screen dire wolf, Lady. For Turner and many fans, the de-extinction feels like a moment where fantasy has truly crossed into reality. While this event may be celebrated by many as an awe-inspiring moment in the world of science and entertainment, it's important to remember that the de-extinction of a species like the dire wolf raises complex ethical and ecological questions. Turner's excitement is understandable, given her personal connection to the dire wolves through her role as Sansa Stark, but the path forward must consider the broader implications for both science and conservation. Ultimately, whether viewed as a symbol of technological achievement or a reminder of nature's fragile balance, the resurrection of the dire wolf is a monumental moment, one that brings us closer to the merging of fantasy and reality, and leaves us wondering what other extinct species could one day roam the earth once again.